with this, we'll try to understand third-party company website and how to analyze the stock market and financial data. So for that, we will be using our standard platform of Tickertape. So Tickertape is a platform which will give us an idea about how to see the stock market data. So you can also do while sitting at your home about the stock market, and this information is now available across the platforms. To learn more, you can just confirm me anytime, whatever you can feel. So friends, this is a common platform to see about any company. तो यहाँ पे दोस्तों ये जो Tickertape का platform है, we'll try to understand more in detail onto it, and also we'll see how does this platform works. I already tried to share you the details and the link with all of you. जो लोग first time है program में, just try to, this session is just to understand about the basics of the stock market using Tickertape. So for example, any of the share which you wanted to understand in the stock market, we'll try to write the name here and we'll try to open it. So let's open about ITC. तो आज का दोस्तों पहला जो शेयर है ITC, and how the Tickertape will help us to learn more, we'll try to understand. So this is a Tickertape example, and the Tickertape will help us to learn more onto the stock market. By understanding with the Tickertape, we will be able to see what are the things one should know before investing in the market. So this is the common platform of Tickertape, which is available on your system also, on your screen also. And this is a free, there are paid version of this software also, but I will request all of you to give opportunity to free softwares only, because you don't need to pay any money to anyone. So you can clearly see this is the company ITC, a well-known company, also part of Nifty and also part of our Sensex also. So this is how the Tickertape screen looks like. You can clearly see that this is the share of stock of ITC, which is now available at a price of 259. So this is the last traded price of the stock. This is the chart of the stock. You can see a daily chart. You can see the monthly chart. You can see even yearly chart also. So yearly chart will give you the stock movement across the year. Then you can see 5-year chart also. Then you can see maximum chart also. So this is how the stock story look like. So you can clearly see the stock of ITC, which had started at a price of 18 rupees in 2000, have now moved almost to 259 rupees in the month of April 2022. Before we continue further, we will be also understanding many things about stock market and how does this ticker information is going to help us. So first of all, how to understand any stock, we'll try to understand. So this is how the today's high and low. So this is how the highs and lows, this is how the maximum highs and lows is appearing. So the maximum low or the minimum price of the stock of ITC on the current valuation is 10 रुपी 82 पैसा. मतलब ITC का जो शेयर है उसका जो वर्स्ट केस में अगर आप बात करते हैं, जो वैल्यूएशन आया है वो आया है दोस्तों, आपके सामने दिख भी रहा होगा, that is at how much? That is at 10 rupee 82 paise. So this is a very important phenomenon which I wanted to understand to all of you. इसके अलावा दोस्तों अगर आपके पास कोई और भी इंफॉर्मेशन और अपडेट है, then you can also ask me. So ITC is going to give us an idea about how does this stock is currently operational. So this is really important to understand. And whenever we are going to trade in any stock, any future, any type of thing, this terminology will going to help us. Whether we are new in the market, whether we are old in market, that should not bother any one of you. तो अगर आप दोस्तों ITC का शेयर देखेंगे तो अभी ये 260 रुपए के आसपास चल रहा है, और यहाँ पे जाके हम ये निकाल सकते हैं कि शेयर का लाइफ टाइम हाई कितना है, लाइफ टाइम लो कितना है. So simply by using this we can learn how to see the lifetime high, and this is giving you the overall return कि शेयर अगर आप देखेंगे तो 12 गुना से ज्यादा हो चुका है मैक्सिमम टाइम फ्रेम में. इसके अलावा अगर आप 5 साल का हाई लो देखेंगे तो 5 साल का लो बना था 134 का एट द टाइम ऑफ कोरोना, एंड इफ यू सी 5 साल का हाई, this was at 367. So in the last 5 years the stock has given negative returns only. That is bit shocking and surprising also. आज से 5 साल पहले स्टॉक का रेट था 2017 में 281 था, then again it moved to highs of 300, then again it fell down. So टिकर टेप हम क्यों यहाँ डिस्कस कर रहे हैं दोस्तों, ये मेरी कोशिश है कि आपको पूरा का पूरा कोशिश कर रहा हूं मैं आप तक कॉन्सेप्ट पहुंचाने का। अगर आपके पास दोस्तों एक और पॉइंट है मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा यहाँ पे, अगर आप चाहेंगे तो कंपनी के नीचे, अगर आप नीचे आएंगे ना, whenever you will come down you will be able to see कंपनी का सेगमेंट क्या है। सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वन इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट विच आई वांटेड टू शेयर विथ ऑल ऑफ यू। So you can clearly see that company is dealing in tobacco segment. So company is now a specialist in tobacco segment. Also we can see company is now a large cap stock. So it company कोई छोटी मोटी company नहीं है, it is currently valued at 15th largest company in India on the basis of market capitalization. Friends, if you want to know more about market capitalization, we already had made a video on our YouTube channel. अगर आपने सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रखा है तो प्लीज एक बार सब्सक्राइब कर ले। Again, the reason is clear because what we want is absolutely pin drop clearance on the concept. So this is the video on market capitalization which we have already made. So apart from the market capitalization, I will share even the link of the market capitalization wala video to all of you, because again what I want is any concept, चाहे वो concept बड़ा हो चाहे वो concept छोटा हो, whatever the concept is, we have to learn everything from top to bottom, from bottom to top. So we can clearly see that as ITC is now is a company which is a large cap stock and that is having a market capitalization of 3,20,000 crore. अगर आप स्टॉक की बात करते हैं तो स्टॉक इज लेस वॉलेटाइल. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो एन इंपॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन गिवन बाय tickertape.com. So why we are trying to analyze this all data before we do any trade or before we do any investment, we have to understand this all important points with 100% clarity. Then we have to say some more things. Ab company ki profile kya hai? So these are the company's profile. You all know that company is in cigarette. So cigarette is a major product of the company, and why the company is having main focus on the cigarette is because that is a core revenue generator for the business. So this is also an important point which I wanted to highlight to all of you. जो सिगरेट है एक बहुत बड़ा रेवेन्यू जनरेटर है आईटीसी के लिए, एंड दे आर हैविंग ऑलमोस्ट मोनोपोली इन द सेक्टर. More than 50% plus market is being captured by ITC. So you can able to see this only using the ticker tape information also. And you can see the peers and the competitors also. So there are few competitors of the stock. You can clearly see their names also here, which are present. So number one here, informative stock is VST Industries. They also manufacture cigarettes. Then they manufacture tobacco, Golden Tobacco Limited. Then they have NTC Industries Limited, and we have the Godfrey Phillips, which markets the famous international brand known as Marlboro. So हमारे पास all the information is being available here only. अगर आप देखेंगे तो this is how the financial statement of the company look like. So today in this video we are simply trying to learn how to see and how to analyze any stock using ticker tape. If you have not understand anything, you can just ask anytime any question. But what is more important here is become a self-evaluator, become a self-analyst, and become a self-learned investor should be the main theme or should be the main objective behind doing all these sessions. As you can see here that holding trend, so that almost there is no pledging in the stock, and these are the recent news available for the stock. Then once you will go here and you can also see the price to earning ratio. So my dear friends, we have also made a video on price to earning ratio. Those people who have not seen again may go to our channel and see the video on what is price to earning ratio. We will try to explain you in a bit that price to earning ratio is nothing but that gives an idea about how does the price of a stock is changing with respect to its earning. In simple terms, in order to earn 1 rupees, how much money you are investing, that is known as price to earning ratio. For example, the stock of ITC, which is at the PE of around 24.2, it means you are investing 24 rupees and 30 pice to make 1 rupees from ITC stock. So this is a very important phenomenon which all of you should note. Then the next part which I wanted to highlight to all of you is price to book value. What is price to book value is what is the current book value of the stock and what is the current price of the stock. So that will give us about the price to book value. Again, I have made a video on my YouTube channel on price to book value also. Whosoever have time to go should go and see the video again on the YouTube. Dividend yield, if you see, the dividend yield is slightly higher. So around 4.14% is the dividend yield. It means company gives around 4.14% of the dividend on the total income. So that is also a very good sign for the company. If you can see the sector P क्या होता है? So sector P is for the total P for the sector. So whenever you know, for example, it is there is a stock which is in tobacco sector, or there's stock which is in FMCG sector. There is another stock which is in pharma sector. There is another stock which is in IT sector. There is another stock which is in energy sector. There is another stock which is in metal sector. So there are multiple stocks in the markets that are in different sectors. And if you see the sector-based PE of the market, that is now placed at around 44.89. It means sector जो है PE का वो 44.89 है. If you see about the sector-based PB, price to book value, that is at 9. So sector अगर आप company का देखेंगे, so what you can learn from this? अगर आप कंपनी का देखेंगे, एनालिसिस करेंगे विद द सेक्टर, यू कैन क्लियरली सी दैट कंपनी इज नाउ अंडर प्राइस्ड ऑन बेसिस ऑफ पीई. अगर आप इंडस्ट्री का देखेंगे पीई तो 45 का, यहाँ पे 24 का है. सो इट इज अवेलेबल ऑन अ 50% स्टिल डिस्काउंट देन व्हाट द टोटल सेक्टर इज हैविंग द पीई. Again, if you see, talk about the price to book value, the price to book value for the current sector is around 8.35. यहाँ पे आपको देखने को मिलेगा it is at only 5.27. So again, price to book value and price to earning के हिसाब से अगर आप देखेंगे तो it is available on a cheaper price. ये सस्ते भाव पे टिका हुआ है as compared to the price to earning and price to book value. Now we can see the holding. Holding क्या होता है दोस्तों? Holding can be also seen using DS India website. Whosoever are the shareholders in the company, we can simply go and see those type of people in the market. अगर आप देखेंगे तो यहाँ पे there are few companies which are the holding companies, and you can clearly see that the holding company is like you can clearly see the mutual funds, other the domestic funds, foreign institution and retail clients are the promoters. इसका मतलब क्या है दोस्तों? अगर आप ध्यान से देखेंगे तो म्यूचुअल फंड्स हैव बीन इंक्रीजिंग स्टेक इन द कंपनी. आप यहाँ देख भी रहे होंगे म्यूचुअल फंड्स हैव गॉट टोटली, जो प्रमोटर है कंपनी के नील है. इट सिंपली मींस देयर इज नो ऑथेंटिक ओनर ऑफ द स्टॉक. कंपनी का कोई भी मालिक नहीं है. दैट गिव्स अ क्लियर कट आइडिया दैट promoterless company. ITC is clear cut a promoterless company. Then mutual funds have been increasing their stake since last 6 quarter in the stock of ITC. So again, that is a very positive news for the stock. Second thing I wanted to share with all of you is other domestic institution. So if you'll see other domestic institution, you will clearly see that insurance companies are holding big time in the stock. So you can clearly see that the domestic institutional investment in the stock is currently at 33%, which has been normally reserved since last 6 quarter. Matlab only mutual funds have been slightly engaged in increasing their stake in the stock. If you see about foreign institution, the foreign institutions have decreased drastically their stake in the stock. The reason may be the underperformance and high expectation and lack of so-called high growth demand in the stock. Still, I think the next quarter the FIIs may increase their stake because this has been the wonderful quarter for the stock of ITC. It has already rallied from where it started, and this may turn out to be one of the biggest year for the ITC stock. और अगर रिटेल की बात करते हैं तो you can clearly see retail investors are holding around 12% of the stock and other parties are holding around 33% stock. So by using this information on the website, you can also see how and who are able to see make the value of the stock here. And here you can see the news. Here you can see events. Events is clear cut. What are the corporate action? So corporate action अगर आप देखेंगे तो कंपनी ने बोनस दिया था 2016 में, उसका इन्फॉर्मेशन है. डिविडेंड की बात करें तो कंपनी हैज बीन पेइंग डिविडेंड from time to time. अगर आप डिविडेंड की बात करेंगे तो in February it has already given a dividend of around 5 rupees 25 paisa. Then it has given a final dividend of 5 rupees 25 paisa and 5 rupees 75 paisa have been final dividend declared by ITC. अगर कैश डिविडेंड की बात करेंगे तो 5 रुपए का डिविडेंड कंपनी ने डिक्लेयर किया है. If you want to learn more about how to see the dividend, you can personally ping us also. These are the announcements made by company that is also available on BS India website. So this data is temporarily or primarily fetched from there only. But still, by using Tickertape also, you can find all those information mostly free of cost on your page. So this is also a very important point which I wanted to highlight to all of you, because before doing any analysis or any type of trading research, what is more important is data. So, and how better you are able to do the data research will determine your positioning and your total portfolio based occurrences in the market. आप कितना पैसा बनाने वाले हैं ये कैसे पता चलेगा? जब आप डेटा देखेंगे. और डेटा देखने के लिए we have already discussed the basic idea about Tickertape. Tickertape is a company. I am not at all any brand. I'm not doing any branding, but still what I wanted to showcase to all of you is a place or a platform where we can get all these informations on a just mere click. So you can clearly see this is how the current story of a basic share of ITC is looking like. The final thing I wanted to showcase to all of you is the balance sheet. एक बार balance sheet देख सकते हैं. So there are basically two ways with which you can see the balance sheet. एक तो quarterly result देख सकते हैं कि annual result देख सकते हैं. So let's go from the quarterly sector based result. So this is the quarterly normal result. So normal result will include the revenue, it will include the EBITDA, then profit before interest and tax, then it will include profit before tax, and then finally profit after tax. And you can clearly see final point is EPS. So we also are going to make videos on channel on the EPS and price to so other like what is PBT, what is PBIT. We are going to make videos on all topic. So lump sum wise we can be able to see कि net profit company का कितना हो रहा है, what is the total net profit of the stock of the company, which we can see from here. You can clearly see them from March till December. The company has been doing an excellent performance with respect to its revenue, with respect to its EBITDA, and also it is showing a significant jump in its net income. The net income of ITC has jumped from the 3,700 crore to almost 4,000 crore. So this is clear cut showing us the jump of around 10% in the net profit, and finally EPS is also jumping. So that is clear cut giving us the guideline कि बहुत some good events are happening in the stock. So this is with respect to the quarterly analysis. You can also see the annual analysis also. The similar type of thing may be seen. पहला कंपनी क्या करती है, टोटल रेवेन्यू बनाती है, and out of that revenue it makes some EBITDA, then again it makes profit before interest tax, then it gives profit before tax, and then it finally gives the net interest. So EPS और then dividend payout के बारे में भी कंपनी यहाँ पे आपको information देती है. So by looking on the current income statement, we can see this data in financial. हमको financial में data भी यहाँ मिल जाता है. अगर balance sheet की बात की जाए तो balance sheet भी, so balance sheet, looking on the balance sheet should not be considered to be a very big part. अब हमें mainly जो देखना है that is the company का income जो which we have already seen also here. इनकम हमने ऑलरेडी देख लिया है. बैलेंस शीट इज मोर टू डू विथ कंपनीज एसेट्स एंड लाइबिलिटीज. स्टिल इफ यू वांट टू लर्न मोर यू कैन सी एसेट्स एंड लाइबिलिटीज में कंपनी का एसेट्स हमेशा बढ़ना चाहिए, लाइबिलिटी शुड आल्सो इंक्रीज इन द सेम वे, बट a company like ITC should be more or less a sort of debt free company. So that is also working in the favor of the company. If you can see, the capital expenditures have been reducing in the company, and you can clearly see that the net change in the cash has been also slightly going down. So these are the important part of balance sheet that can be seen via balance sheet component available on the financials. तो financial में जाके हम लोग इसको भी यहाँ से निकाल सकते हैं. And the balance sheet is also, and income is the main thing, because a company's growth, a company's biography, or a company's full detail is being learned using income. तो income के basis पे ही हम लोग market में अच्छे से अच्छे कंपनी की एनालिसिस और रिसर्च और ड्यू डिलीजेंस करते हैं. इसके अलावा अगर आपके कोई और सवाल हो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस, यू कैन प्लीज आस्क मी वन बाय वन. सो आई विल जस्ट want to thank all of you for participating in the wonderful video, which will give you an idea about how the information and how the Tickertape is helping all of us to shape our basics of the stock market. Thanking all of you. Thank you.